my channel. I'm Brianna and today we are building a beach house. It turned out being a cozy type beach house, something that I would imagine like an older couple staying in. I originally wanted it to be more modern-esque, but it didn't really end up turning out like that. But I really think it turned out super cute. I actually got inspiration of doing this because we have those pictures in the Sulani pack that you can actually put up on your wall if you enable show hidden objects cheat. So I got my inspiration from those pictures. I didn't actually end up using those because they only have black frames for those pictures. So I actually got a few pictures off of the gallery that I found that were really cute. But it's a 2-story house. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. The whole top floor is just a bedroom bathroom. There is a little hallway though, so it's not just a lofted area. And I did a few little funky things with the roofing. I decided to do kind of a 2-toned wallpaper just because I liked how it looked. I thought having the wallpaper that is from the cats and dogs pack was super busy and a little too much, especially with the roof. So I did a little green notes up top. I wish it was darker. It's a little too yellowy for me, but I kind of got the feel that I wanted across, so it works out okay. I had a lot of trouble figuring out how I wanted to do the stairs because upstairs is so tiny. I did want to have it more than 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, but just because of how small the space is, that's just ended up how it worked out. So I still like it though. I did use a majority of cats and dogs. I did base game. I didn't use that many packs. I think I used 5, and one of them was the holiday one. I don't know what I placed that was part of the holiday pack, but that's free. You don't have to pay for it. So it's kind of like I only used 4. I don't remember exactly which ones I used. I did use one of the kits, cats and dogs, cottage living. I used a few, but not as much as sometimes I can usually do. Sometimes I get really swept away and start using so many freaking packs that is really bad. But I'm kind of laying out the inside a little bit. I ended up using that kit flooring and I absolutely loved it. I thought it brought the green out for the top roof section. So I really like how it looked. I added some sand spots around the entire house because I did want it to feel beachy and like it was connected to the beach that is right outside your house. So I think it's really cozy and nice. I did add a few plants. I wasn't really sure what to add, if I'm gonna be honest, for terrain, just because it's so weird in the area that I built this. So I kind of took inspiration from what was around the terrain of the house. It came out interesting. I ended up doing this weird stair thing in the front. I think it just added a little bit more to the house itself because it was looking kind of flat. It was basically like a big box. So I did the double stairs. I wish that we had more options for stairs, ways to work with them. Spiral staircases would be amazing, but I don't think we'll ever get that. I hope one day that we can get spiral staircases. I really doubt it though. But I mean, with The Sims 4, you kind of doubt a lot of things that we'd be getting. I think a lot of people didn't even think that we would ever get werewolves or anything like that. But now that they have werewolves, we're like, well, maybe we'll get fairies or something. So I guess everything is always up for an option for them to add into The Sims 4 because The Sims 4 is quite old, I think, compared to all of the other Sims games. So I think really anything is an option for us to get. I don't know if cars would be an option for us to get. That might be a little much, but maybe one day. So I added a little roofing to that section. I think it kind of looks like a wraparound porch, but not really. I feel like wraparound porches are super, super nice, but in The Sims 4, it's kind of a lot unless your Sims does a lot of outside stuff. I feel like it's always awkward to furnish, so I added a few plants, as you can see, and then I ended up going on the gallery and getting these beautiful, beautiful beach pictures, and I kind of placed them all downstairs. They were absolutely gorgeous, but if you didn't know, you can get pictures off the gallery that other people's have had their Sims paint. So if somebody has CC, they can actually paint that CC, and then it's not like a CC painting for you to get it off the gallery, if that makes sense. So if you are kind of bored of the artwork that we have in The Sims 4, if you go on the gallery and look up paintings, there are so many options of different artwork and pieces that you can get to really transform your home and have a different vibe. And I actually forget that you can do that, so if you haven't done that, I would definitely suggest trying that out, because you can get so many cool different things. You can get, like, if you love Harry Potter, they have Harry Potter artwork that you can get off the gallery. They have just sayings, they have nursery pictures and stuff like that. So that's a really great way to kind of customize your build, but not having to work with CC at all. Here I am off to the kitchen. It's kind of a weird layout. I ended up actually closing off that little square section because I didn't really like how it looked. I did want to use it where I put the fridge in that corner, but I thought it just looked really weird, and maybe it wouldn't be super functional for your Sims to like walking around and stuff like that. Maybe they'd get stuck. I don't know. Sometimes like two Sims will go in an area and then they're like, I can't move. So I kind of just closed it off. This is where I add a lot of the kit items from the country kitchen set or something like that. I used a few of those pieces just because they looked really cute, and this is kind of a country cottagey beach house, if that makes sense. It's kind of a weird combination, but I think that it turned out really cute. I think this would be like adorable for like some grandparents living here or something like that, and I think that it has a lot of character. I just love how it turned out, and I love these green appliances from Cottage Living. They are so adorable. One day I want to have a fridge like that in my own house. I just love the old like aesthetic of how older appliances look, and older appliances just work way better than newer ones. Newer ones, they like everything breaks so often. I added a little like reading fireplace area in the house. I think that this is like really nice and cozy for your Sim to come read down here. Maybe she's like an old librarian, so she has her suitcase of books just stacked in the living room because she wants to reread some of her favorite books. And this is quite a small space. I did add quite a lot in this area, but I think that it works really well, and I like that it has a super homey feel to it. They do have a TV. I kind of alt-placed that to fit up there. I didn't want to have a big bulky TV kind of above the fireplace. I would have used the Eco Lifestyle one, but I didn't want to add the TV just for that pack. And that would probably be the only thing that I would have used from Eco Lifestyle was the TV, so I felt like it was kind of an unnecessary use of the item, so I ended up just using the base game TV. Here I am in the upstairs bathroom, adding a few things. I wanted to have it kind of be full in here, but it ended up just being too cramped, so I just took that away and made it kind of simple. This is the bedroom. I kind of had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do for here. I ended up sizing down the cats and dogs end tables, so I had to alt place everything because our end tables are just too large. I don't know why they are so big, so I ended up alt placing all of the items that were on the end table. So I just sized them down using the bracket bars, and then I ended up moving all of my items to the proper height using control 9 to lift them up and then control 0 to bring them back down if I made them too high. But I think that it just makes the space so much better. The end tables that we have in this game are just too bulky. They take up way too much space, and it's really not realistic for how large they are. So I just sized them down. I ended up making a little office area in this nook. They have like their own little fish tank, which I think is super, super cute. I think a lot of people don't even realize that we have that fish tank, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, you can actually add a fish in there. You can choose what type of fish you want, and they actually swim around in it, and I think that it's so cute, and I think a lot of people forget that we have that. There's a few things in The Sims 4 that I think a lot of people either miss that we have it or just don't want to use it because they don't actually realize how nice it is, if that makes sense. I'm adding a few pictures around the room. I figured maybe this would be portraits of family members, or maybe their old like hometown of where they used to live or something like that. I added a few cat and dog statues. I figured maybe they used to have animals, but maybe they really don't right now. I don't know. I think that this place is so cute and cozy. I could picture myself definitely playing with an older sim couple, kind of just living out their golden years here, just enjoying the beaches and reading and painting. I think it's just super, super cute. I don't think I've really ever built a beach house. I don't know. I kind of was just in the mood for it. Maybe because it's summertime and I'm in an area where I'm really close to a beach. So I thought that it was really, really nice. I added a few extra knickknacks on those shelvings. I wish they had better place spots, if I'm going to be honest, for the shelvings. Our shelvings need kind of an update for us to be able to place things better. But I'm adding some extra wallpaper. I wanted to use the paneling because I think it added a lot to the build, so it just made it more interesting and cozy instead of just a plain wallpaper. I usually have a tendency of just placing the gray wallpaper as like a base so the house kind of has some sort of color or personality to it, and then I just never change it. So I really like the cats and dogs wallpaper. I think that it's super, super cute, country, cozy. If you can't tell, I wanted this place to be really cozy because I keep saying it. So I added a few rocking chairs out to the front porch and a few more pieces to have for skill building and stuff like that. A few more planters, but I'm getting really close to the end, just adding a few more things, but that's going to be it for this build. If you like it, it is up on my gallery at Build-A-Brie-Workshop. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye!